Ever hit a dead end on a website maybe? Or felt that pang of frustration with an app that just wouldn't cooperate?
Oh, definitely. We've all been there.
Or, on the flip side, been genuinely delighted by how effortlessly a digital tool just worked?
Yeah, when it just feels right.
Exactly. Well, today we're doing a deep dive into the fascinating world of UI/UX design methodologies.
Hmm.
We're going to pull insights from your sources to really unpack these structured approaches designers use.
Right, the methods they use to transform those frustrating digital experiences into ones that are intuitive, accessible, and hopefully genuinely delightful.
It's sort of a mission then, isn't it, to move beyond just what looks good?
Absolutely. It's about truly understanding the underlying principles, the powerful frameworks that make sure a product doesn't just, function, but actually connects with people.
Like pulling back the curtain on the quiet genius behind your favorite apps.
That's a good way to put it.
Precisely. We'll be exploring the core components, the clever strategies, and these robust methodologies that turn complex problems into, well, delightful solutions for users like you.
Okay, sounds great.
So how about we unpack this?
Let's do it.
Okay, let's start by maybe demystifying the terms you hear everywhere, UI and UX.
Good place to start. Yeah.
They're often bundled together, and I mean, for good reason. But your sources clarify they actually focus on distinct, though deeply interconnected aspects of a product's experience.
That's right. When we talk about UI design, user interface, we're focused on the what you see. It's the look, the feel, the interactivity of a digital product.
Right.
So think about the buttons you tap, the sliders, the fonts you read, the colors, the icons, even those tiny little micro interactions, like a subtle bounce when you click something.
Ah, okay. So it's the visual language that speaks to you.
Exactly. It's the surface, the aesthetics, and the interactive element.
And your sources really highlight how strategic these visual elements are.
Mm.
Take typography, for instance.
Mm.
It's not just picking a pretty font, right? It defines the very voice and readability of your content.
Definitely.
Like a sans serif might feel modern, a serif more classic, but even the subtle things like type scale and spacing can dramatically impact how comfortable you feel reading.
Huge impact. It guides your eye.
It really does. Or consider color. Beyond just branding, your sources show how strategically used color can actually reduce cognitive load.
Make things easier to process.
Yeah, making complex interfaces feel effortless.
Yeah.
But conversely, poor contrast choices can completely exclude
A
people.
huge accessibility issue.
Yeah.
Turning a small oversight into a major barrier. It's really powerful stuff.
It really is.
And the most compelling UI doesn't just look good, it feels good to use. Which brings us to interaction design.
Ah, right, those little moments.
Exactly. The feedback when you hover over a button, the way a page scrolls, maybe an animation when you swipe. Your sources emphasize these aren't just like details. These micro interactions are critical for building trust, providing clear feedback, and honestly injecting a sense of delight.
It's the difference between, like, guessing if your click actually did anything.
Right. Versus knowing instantly. It builds confidence.
Okay, so if UI is largely about the what you see, then UX design, user experience, is undeniably about the how you feel, right?
Absolutely. This isn't just about pretty screens. It's the entire journey a user takes with a product.
The whole thing, start to finish.
The whole thing. It's about understanding why people use it, what problems it solves for them, and how seamless and intuitive that entire process is.
And this is where the real depth comes in, I suppose.
It really is. A cornerstone of great UX is user research.
Right. Not just guessing.
Definitely not guessing. It's the meticulous process of understanding the user. Your sources talk about methods like surveys, interviews, looking at analytics, collecting both qualitative data, like why users behave a certain way, their motivations, and quantitative data, clicks, conversions, that sort of thing.
So you know you're solving the right problem.
Exactly, for the right audience. Without solid research, you're basically designing in the dark.
Which leads right into user journey mapping, doesn't it?
It does. That's visualizing every single step a user takes.
Every step.
From the initial spark of, I need something, all the way through using the product and hopefully benefiting from it.
Wow. So it helps identify those, like, pain points or opportunities.
Precisely. Pain points, unexpected detours, even the emotional ups and downs along the way. It's like having a detailed map of your user's adventure.
That's a great analogy. And then there's information architecture, IA.
Right, IA. That's all about organizing content logically, intuitively.
So Menus, navigation.
Yeah, menus, navigation, sitemaps, search filters. It's kind of the invisible structure that ensures you can always find what you're looking for without thinking too hard.
Effortlessly.
That's the goal.
What's fascinating here, looking at the sources, is that UI is often what pulls you in
Reaches
initially.
your eye, yeah, makes that first impression.
But UX is what keeps you there. It forms that deeper, more lasting relationship because it actually understands your needs and solves your problems.
Well said. One grabs you, the other holds you.
So we have all these distinct but interconnected pieces. The visuals, the journey, the research. How do designers actually fit them all together into one, like, cohesive experience?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it?
Yeah. Your sources point to a really brilliant framework from Jesse James Garrett,
Right.
the 5 elements of UX design.
Ah, yes. Garrett's model. It's incredibly useful. It breaks down the creation of a digital experience into 5 distinct layers.
Yeah, just okay.
Yeah, moving from the most abstract ideas up to the most concrete things you see. So at the foundation, the most abstract layer is strategy.
Strategy. What does that mean here?
This is where we define the user's goals and the business objectives. Like, what problem are we really trying to solve and for whom? And why does the business care?
Okay, so once you know why you're building something,
Yeah.
the foundation is set.
Right. Then the next layer up is scope. Based on that strategy, this determines what features and content the product will actually include.
Because you can't build everything.
Exactly. What's essential? What makes it into version 1 versus later? That's scope.
Got it. So strategy, scope, what's next?
Building on that, the structure layer dictates how information is organized and how users will interact with it. This is where that information architecture really comes into play, creating that intuitive flow.
Okay, the organization.
Then we move to the skeleton layer. This is where designers think about the specific layout, the UI components, the navigation systems that will support these interactions.
So like wireframes, those basic blueprints.
Exactly. Wireframes, those low-fidelity blueprints of screens, really take shape here. It's the bare bones of the interface.
And finally, you get to the surface.
The surface, the most concrete layer. This is what the final design will look and feel like. The visible UI, the colors, the typography, everything we as users actually see and interact with.
What seems crucial, reading about this model, is how problems lower down.
Oh, absolutely.
Like if your strategy is unclear or your scope is poorly defined.
It cascades upwards. A weak foundation means the whole structure is shaky. Problems at those abstract layers will inevitably break the experience at the surface, no matter how pretty you make it look.
It's like building a house on, well, a shaky foundation.
Precisely. It just won't hold up.
Okay,
Yeah.
So if these elements define what a great digital experience is made of,
Ingredients, yeah.
then methodologies are the how, the structured approaches designers use to actually build it.
Exactly. They're the recipes, the processes teams follow, which, raises the next important question. What are some of these popular approaches? How do teams get from that abstract strategy to that polished surface?
Well, your sources lay out several, each with its own kind of rhythm. One that comes up again and again is dine-in thinking.
Design thinking. Very influential.
Yeah, it's described as this powerful, 5-stage but non-linear process. It's used to tackle complex problems creatively.
Nonlinear is key there. It's iterative.
Right. It's less like a strict checklist, more a mindset. You empathize deeply with users, then define the real problem, ideate, brainstorm widely for solutions, prototype quickly.
Build something tangible fast.
Exactly. And finally, test those ideas with users, get feedback, and loop back. It's a continuous cycle of learning and refining.
And running alongside that, or often integrated, we see lean UX and agile UX.
Right. Those seem focused on speed and collaboration.
Very much so. Lean UX really emphasizes quick experiments and validated learning over creating tons of documentation.
Get something out there and learn from it.
Yeah, fast feedback loops, testing minimum viable products, MVPs, just enough to learn what works and what doesn't. And agile UX takes that even further.
How so?
It integrates the UX design work directly into those short agile development sprints, so designers and developers are collaborating constantly.
Not just handing things off over a wall.
Exactly. The design evolves iteratively based on real-time feedback from sprint reviews and user testing. It's fascinating how these challenge the old sort of waterfall model where design happened in isolation first.
Definitely more dynamic. And finally, there's the double diamond model.
The double diamond. Visually very helpful. Used by many teams, like the UK Design Council, famously.
Yeah, it seems powerful because it splits the process into 2 broad phases, right? Each with a diverging and converging stage.
That's it. First, you explore the problem space widely. Go broad, understand everything you can. Then you define, you narrow down, analyze, and frame the right problem to solve. That's the first diamond, problem definition.
Okay, discover, then define. What's the second diamond?
The second diamond starts by asking you to develop again, exploring potential solutions widely. Brainstorm lots of ideas. Then you deliver narrowing down again, refining, testing, and finalizing the best solution to launch.
So it ensures you're not just, like, solving a problem.
Right. But solving the right problem with the best possible solution. It encourages exploration, but provides structure.
Okay, that makes sense. So these methodologies guide the whole process, but what are the actual tangible things designers produce? The outputs. Your sources highlight several deliverables.
Ah, deliverables, yes. These are crucial artifacts, really. They're communication tools that bring all that abstract work into the real world.
Like what? Give us some examples.
Okay, so you have personas. These aren't just, made-up characters. They're deeply researched archetypes representing real user segments.
So the whole team can empathize.
Exactly. Everyone understands who they're designing for. Then you have journey maps.
We talked about those. The user's adventure map.
Right. Not just pretty diagrams, but dynamic visualizations of the user's emotions, their touch points with the product, the whole flow. They brilliantly reveal those hidden pain points or opportunities.
And before any code gets written,
you have wireframes and mock-ups, those visual blueprints of screens, followed by prototypes.
the clickable versions.
Yes, interactive versions used for testing. And this is compelling, right? Because they aren't just drawings. They are tools for testing ideas early.
So you can watch real users interact with them.
You got it. You document findings in usability test reports, see where people get stuck or confused, and then you iterate rapidly based on that direct feedback.
Catches those dough moments before they cost a fortune in development.
Precisely. It saves so much time and effort down the line.
What else?
Well, to ensure consistency, especially in big products, designers create UI style guides.
Ah, the rulebook for the visuals.
Kind of, yeah. Comprehensive documents with design tokens, color palettes, typography rules, component libraries, basically the entire visual language defined.
Keeps everything looking and feeling cohesive.
It does. And finally, for the actual build phase, you have detailed design specs. These are the final instructions and assets handed over to developers to bring the design to life accurately in code.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. These deliverables, they aren't just technical documents sitting in a folder somewhere.
Not at all.
They feel like the bridge between the abstract ideas and the concrete reality.
Absolutely. They are fundamentally communication tools. They align entire teams, designers, developers, product managers, stakeholders. They help validate assumptions and translate those user needs into something functional and hopefully delightful.
It's like the precision of engineering meeting the empathy of art.
That's a beautiful way to put it, because ultimately, UI and UX design are so much more than just technical disciplines.
Right.
They're about deep empathy, really thoughtful storytelling, and incredible precision working together. Good UI pulls users in, grabs their attention.
With its immediate appeal, yeah.
But it's great UX design that keeps them there. By truly solving their problems, maybe even delighting them in small ways, and just making their lives genuinely easier.
And the best teams, according to your sources, they understand this isn't just a phase you complete.
No, not a one-time checkbox. It's continuous. It's an evolving process. A great product isn't really done. It should always be learning and adapting based on user needs and feedback.
Which is why having a clear design methodology is so powerful then.
It really is. It helps you avoid just guessing. It aligns team decisions. It helps you consistently create products that are genuinely user-centered.
And if we connect this to the bigger picture,
Yeah.
it's what separates those, frustrating, forgettable digital products
The ones you use once and never again.
from the ones people truly love,
Yeah.
ones they can't live without and recommend to everyone they know.
That's the difference maker right there.
So here's a final thought to leave everyone with. The next time you're interacting with an app or a website, maybe pause for a second. Consider not just what you see, but how you feel using it. And maybe wonder why every tiny interaction, every little detail was designed the way it was.
Thinking about the intention behind it.
Yeah. And maybe ask yourself, how might applying this kind of user-centric thinking, this blend of empathy and methodical problem solving, change the way you approach challenges in your own life or work?
That's a great question to ponder.
That was a truly illuminating deep dive into UI UX design methodologies.
Yeah.
Hopefully you feel much more informed now about the deliberate, often quite subtle choices behind the digital products you use every single day.
Yeah, and we hope it encourages you to maybe look for the empathy, look for the precision that's woven into all the experiences that surround you, whether they're digital or even physical.
Great point. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep diving deep into what makes things work. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and share it, with others who might benefit too. To learn more about product management and digital marketing, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update.